Nogan, who signed from Watford in January, since when he scored 9 priceless goals in only 17 starts. Well, Nogan's goals continuing the good form he showed at Watford in the first half of the season. There he scored 9 in only 10 starts. Charlton Athletic, meanwhile, anything but settled. A massive injury list is how joint manager Alan Kirbishley called it. 5 of this side have played just 10 games or fewer. 20-year-old Dean Chandler has his first appearance in defence. I beg your pardon, he's 19. He was 19 yesterday. But with Mark Robson to prompt and with David Whyte and Carl Leaburn to finish things off, Charlton will always feel that they've got a bit of a chance. The average age of this side, incidentally, a mere 22 years. Our referee today is Peter Foakes, a schoolmaster from Clacton. Possibly this could be Peter's last game. He reaches the retirement age for referees now, but I've no doubt he'll be hoping that he gets an extension. So Reading assured then of this place in the playoffs. The Golden Horizons are now ahead as they look for the one place with the champions Middlesbrough into the Premiership next season. All season we've been thinking surely this Reading bubble has got to burst, but it hasn't. So as I say, the greatest season in their history, and this grand little club were formed back in 1871, and they played at Elm Park incidentally since 1896, and rarely have they known such times. Well, they'll be in the blue and white hoop shirts, Reading of course. A win today, and they play away in their first playoff semi-final. That's important. Something like 13,000 here. All ticket. Near enough a full house at the Charlton end. There's a bit of space, as you would expect. One area left just for the Charlton fans. Lee Nogan and Stuart Lovell then over this ball, waiting for this kick-off. Referee just doing his last checking around, and away the game goes. Back to Simon Osborn and Bernal on the far side. Rufus with the header for Charlton. And the throw straight away for Reading. Their highest position anywhere in the Football League before this season was 13th in the old second division. Another throw. Gilkes with it. Playing, I suppose, as you would call a wing back, and certainly he's got plenty of pace to get rattling forward. Wdowczyk the pole with the long ball forward. And an injury there. It'll be a free kick for Reading. Scott Taylor. Osborn, number 3, over this free kick. Southend have already scored the opening goal against Barnsley, who were the only side that might mathematically just have slipped into the playoffs. And Andrew Petterson, goalkeeper for Charlton, third choice actually. Both Mike Salmon and Micah Mann are injured, and here we see him, an Aussie born at Fremantle, gathering the ball under pressure from Reading, and in fact it's a free kick. In fact, there's another Reading injury. The charge on the goalkeeper was caused problems there for Adrian Williams. Now Williams going for this one, Welsh international, won it well in the air there. Rufus with a header for Charlton. Newton. Free kick now to Charlton. Really is a young, untried side. Alan Curbishley before the game was saying pre-match meal, he said, we had far less rusks than we ordered high chairs. At an average age of 22, I can't imagine when a Football League side, maybe the great old Busby Babes, I can't imagine when a league side has had such a low average age, but I'm sure somebody watching today will know. The chase is on there, but it goes straight through to Shaka Hislop. A little throw out to Andy Bernal. Nogan. A bit forward again. Lovell is caught offside. Any early thoughts, Gavin Peacock?
Well, I think Reading are going to take the game to Charlton. They're obviously at the top of their game. They're playing with confidence. But Charlton will set their stall out early on to be solid and maybe catch them on the break. Obviously, Carl Leaburn could cause some problems in the air.
Leaburn and Whyte as well. David Whyte, who's in terrific, 21 goals this season, in terrific form. So they will feel they've still got a chance here. But here's Osborn again, used to be at Crystal Palace, does such a lot of good work in that central area of midfield for Reading. Shaka Hislop, the goalkeeper, with the Player of the Year award picked up earlier today. Newton getting the ball away. Gooding, one of the joint managers with Mickey Quinn. There's Whyte. Nice control on the ground there. Another throw for Charlton. Seems at the moment to be a giant magnet drawing the ball out into touch at this end of the field. But it's Charlton's throw. Thrown long as well. Williams with a header again for Reading. Williams again with a header. Again. Taylor losing out. David Whyte. Now it falls for Lee Nogan. With Taylor making a great burst through the middle, but the ball into touch again. Bernal with a header. Good challenge that time by Keith Jones. Knocked forward again. Leaburn couldn't quite get hold of that one. And Williams bringing it across to the pole. Darius Wdowczyk played wide for Michael Gilkes. Well stopped there by Sean Newton now for Charlton Athletic. Gooding to Williams. Good header there by Nogan. Bowyer caught out there. And possibilities here for Charlton. Oh, Reading rather. And Lee Nogan. Well, a great break. And a super goal. Kevin?
Terrific interception and a great run from Nogan. He peeled off tremendously well and he's just dinked it over the goalkeeper, giving him no chance at all. That's a sign of somebody who's finishing at the top of their confidence. No other thought in his mind, but that's going in the back of the net. As the keeper comes out, he just dinks it over him. Excellent goal.
And a great start then for Reading. Bernal puts it away into touch. I mean, he looked like a guy who scored 18 goals this season, 9 in 17 appearances since he came here from Watford. That really was the strike of a man who is in such form.
Nogan is a very sharp player, and I think it's important for both teams in this heat. It must be about 80 degrees out there to play the ball into feet, and if you've got people like Nogan making runs, it's going to cause problems.
Here comes the corner for Charlton.
Away, goal!
Got it away powerfully to Lovell. Traces on again. Nogan won't get there first. Oh, but can the keeper get there first? Lovell was chasing. McPherson with that header. Won by Williams. Play on. Rufus knocking it forward. Can Robson get on the end of this? No, far too close to Hislop. Rufus with a header. Nice little turn there by Whyte. Jamie Stuart. But away come Reading again. Nogan now with 19 goals to his credit this season. Linger, number 11 for Charlton Athletic. Back to Richard Rufus. Rufus hitting it straight to the Reading player again. This Simon Osborn chasing this one. Williams tried to get there. Osborn just playing it off here for Gilkes. Rufus gets it clear. Bowyer stopped in his tracks by McPherson. Here's big Carl Leaburn playing it for Sean Newton. Mark Robson. Mark Robson, number 7, in fact, had a little spell on loan here when he first went to Tottenham back in 1988, his first season there. Played about half a dozen games here down on loan for Reading. Williams gets it clear. Free kick to Reading. Eddie Williams with it. Michael Gilkes heading it forward. Lovell chasing in there. It's a keeper's ball, but only just. Watford 1, Derby 0. Another score. Phillips the scorer. Now Robson. Whyte's waiting in the middle there. That also was a touch of a man in form. Just wide of the goal as it happened, but he was pouncing on that in no uncertain way.
David Whyte's been playing exceptionally well this season. His finishing been excellent, and that's what Charlton have got to do. They've got to get the ball down, try and get it out wide to Mark Robson, and if Mark can supply the crosses, I'm sure David Whyte will be able to pounce on one and put it in the back of the net.
Hislop with the kick. Dean Chandler getting it away at the second attempt. Jamie Stuart is struggling though. Bernal is there again for Reading. The ball fell for him nicely there. The cross is a deep one, too high for Nogan this time. Mick Gooding will try and be keeping it in. Gilkes. Gooding. It's a throw then to For Reading, Simon Osborn with it. Taylor up towards Lovell. Taylor tried to get on the end of it. Nogan also tried to get on the end of it. In the end, it's Gooding playing a nice little 1-2 into the box now as Reading come forward again. There's a cross coming in, and Taylor so close with that one. Well, as I said, they've won their last 3. They've lost only 1 of the last 9. They play good, disciplined football, and men coming in to try and get on the end of crosses like that, as Scott Taylor did. But an excellent piece of work by Mick Gooding in the first place. Carl Leaburn jumping for this one. Williams claimed he got an elbow in the face from Leaburn there. Rufus with a header. Robson comes to Nogan again, though. Oh, that's a good little ball. Keith Jones now for Charlton. Goal kick. Anybody you recognise there?
Yeah, I think that's my dad there.
Keith Peacock, one of the coaches at Charlton, of course. Rufus. Knocked down nicely there by Leaburn. He did really well there. David Whyte. Mark Robson. To Keith Jones. Jamie Stuart on the far side, making a little break. The ball played inside. Knocked on again for David Whyte. This is Paul Linger. Keith Jones. Sean Newton played in again, but Gilkes. Good left foot on him, brings that away, carefully plays it now to Stuart Lovell. Nogan beaten in the air that time by Rufus. Lovell chasing, Rufus stretches out those long legs again. Free kick to Reading, right on the edge of the Charlton box. The foul on Stuart Lovell. Williams forward for this. McPherson also forward for this. Williams making a little darting run, gets there first. He almost lost his marker. And a real clash of heads there. I can't see who the Charlton player is, but well, Williams is back on his feet at any rate. Let's have a look while we're waiting, Gavin, at the Reading goal.
Lee Bowyer's just lost out there.
Mick Gooding,
Mick
it was.
Gooding, yeah.
It was an excellent ball played in.
And as I say, Nogan's finished it. Terrific finish there. But good interception from Gooding. He's a good old pro. He's been around years, and against Lee Bowyer there, he's probably making only his 5th or 6th appearance. I'm not sure quite how many he's made, but he's only a young lad.
This is just his 5th start.
Yes, he's a good competitor, Lee, and he will be a very good player. But I think Mick taught him a thing or two there.
Well, certainly Lee Bowyer, they think a lot of him at Charlton. They've just offered him a 3-year contract. Well, it's good, they're both good again. It's a kick for Charlton to be taken by Andrew Petterson. Formerly at Luton, he had a spell on loan at Ipswich. Signed last July for Charlton. Rufus. Gooding just stabbing it forward again. Lovell. There's Bernal. Goal kick. So the last time we came here on the Sunday match, it was a lot colder than this, just before Christmas, against Wolves. Reading won 4-2 in a brilliant game that day. And in fact, although we've been waiting for the bubble to burst, you have to say they've beaten the top sides and beaten them well. They've recently beaten Bolton, they've beaten Middlesbrough. In fact, I think they got a win and a draw against Middlesbrough. They've beaten Wolves, as we said. I think Tranmere are the only ones who've trimmed them so far amongst the top sides. Hislop with a long clearance forward. Up goes Rufus. Little touch there from Wdowczyk. Bernal looking it back for Osborn. Played forward again to Nogan. Scott Taylor's in the middle. This is Bernal. Bowyer struggling in the air there. There was a bit of fisticuffs there. I think Bowyer might well be getting a yellow card. Maybe there was an elbow there on Mick Gooding. Gooding, in fact, I have to say, looked to me as though he lashed out a little bit. So clearly the referee had seen an elbow. It was a yellow card then for Lee Bowyer. And the free kick's already taken. Scott Taylor. But Jamie Stuart was quick to counter that little move. Whyte, Stuart, up towards Robson, the only man up. Plenty getting up now, though, but the ball played behind Leaburn. Here's Sean Newton. And Bowyer running out of pitch. It's a Reading throw. Michael Gilkes with it. Dean Chandler. Carl Leaburn getting in behind. Big, powerful man, but some good play here by Newton. He's picked that up well. The cross comes in. But Charlton can't finish it off. And in the end, it goes for the goal kick. They've made some good moves down this right flank, Gavin Peacock.
That's right. If Charlton can keep getting in behind, as they've done so on a couple of occasions, then they have caused Reading problems, and I think that's where they'll get the goal from, especially down this right side with Mark Robson, who's a bit of a natural winger.
That's Dean Chandler. Charlton throw. And the ball goes over the stand. Can't be the first time that's happened this season. Substitute ball is on, ready for Keith Jones to take the throw. Earlier about the average age of the side, only 22 for Charlton. Well, it's Keith Jones at 29 who's upped it that high. Here he is with the throw. Then he came through to Whyte, but Reading struggling to get this one away, and in the end it's Bernal who gets it forward. Stuart back to Chandler, not forward towards Whyte. Stuart. It's a long cross there, and Hislop got above them all. There were two Charlton players coming in, Bowyer and Leaburn. This looks good though for Reading. It's Gilkes on the break for them. Lovell, the whistle had gone. Reading might well have been happier for that, the advantage to have been played there. Simon Osborn with the throw, with the free kick rather. McPherson's gone forwards. Nogan's on the far side. Very deep on the far side, and Jamie Stuart just ducks underneath it. Goal kick. It's tough going for them actually in this heat, Gavin. Well, you played one at Leicester yesterday. Was it as hot there?
Yes, I think it was. It does take its toll, especially in the second half of the game, and the players will need to get plenty of fluids down them at half-time and possibly during the game as well.
McPherson with a header, Charlton's throw. Keith Jones To Mark Robson. Jones again with a long cross. Okay. Actually, Charlton with quite a few fans behind Shaka Hislop's goal, considering they're a side that's lying 14th in the table. Incidentally, it's quite important that Charlton win today. The sides 14th and below them have to go into the first round of the Coca-Cola Cup next season. Charlton, if possible, want to avoid that to come in at a later stage. But they've brought a good number of fans here today. Robson's ball just a little too far ahead for David Whyte. Bowled out there by Hislop to Bernal. Osborn to Gilkes. Chandler did well against Nogan there. Bowyer. Does well again. Jones brought down by Quinn. Free kick. Robson lining up the kick. Chip in, and the throw out by Hislop, straight into touch. Millwall 1, Bristol City 0, scorer Kerry Dixon. Of course, it had some great seasons here at Reading. Here at Reading, of course, where Kerry Dixon really made his name in the early part of his career and persuaded Chelsea that he was the man they should have. A great career at Chelsea, Gavin, as you will remember. Robson. Robson again. Not that I'm suggesting you were playing at Charlton in Kerry's days. Nogan. Gilkes saying, wait a minute, I'll take it. But Simon Osborn, I think, has also fancies it. No, it'll be Gilkes. Then with the free kick to Wdowczyk. Osborn, busy, looking for the ball all the time. Sprays out a lovely ball for Bernal. Just for a moment, it caught up and fooled Jamie Stuart. But in the end, didn't quite run for Reading. Good play here, and the keeper's ball. Got check back to Hislop. Rufus with a header. Fell nicely for Gooding, played by Nogan, knocked back again by Taylor. Bowyer to Jones. Little flick by him for Bowyer again. Leaburn's in the middle. McPherson got there first. Gilkes. Osborn playing it straight to Newton. Jones, the deft little touch there for Robson. Played on this time to Linger. And now for Stuart. Robson back for Stuart again. Deep cross this time. Whyte stumbled as he went for that one, and Williams will bring it away quite comfortably now for Reading. A very promising build-up there again by Charlton, but Reading still leading by Lee Nogan's goal.
Charlton just starting to get into a little bit of rhythm of play there. They've got players in midfield who like to pass and move in Jones, Bowyer and Linger. And again, from across, they nearly got some joy. But Reading, I like the way this side move the ball around. They move it very quickly. They've got good movement up front, and the right back Bernal is getting forward exceptionally well. They don't hold on to it too long. They get it and they move it very quickly, and that's what's caused Charlton problems, especially when they've just had an attack. Reading break very quickly.
This is Dean Chandler making his first appearance for Charlton today. Coming in again there, gets there first, a lad from Ilford, celebrated his 19th birthday yesterday. Robson. Will Newton keep that in? No. Gooding. Gilkes. Knocked up to Osborn. Nice little turn by him, turning away from trouble, spraying the ball out to Bernal. Down the line for Scott Taylor. Chandler's gone across there with him. Nogan and Lovell are waiting in the middle. Bernal could have played it in quickly, but decided to go towards the corner flag. There's his cross, and it's a 4-1. But again, excellent movement. Scott Taylor's head. Bernal gets it back. Sheppard Hislop stands 6'6" in London, but raised, I seem to remember, in Trinidad, and I've got a feeling he got a university degree in Washington. This goalkeeper today been made Reading's man of the season. Gooding playing it forward. Newton was putting Rufus in a good deal of trouble there, and Williams was quick to challenge. Up goes Williams again. Leaburn to Whyte, back to Carl Leaburn again. Jones playing it for Stuart. Bowyer. There's Robson again. Earned himself a yard or two there, and a good cross coming in, and Leaburn very nearly got on the end of that one. Instead it's Gooding now for Reading, finding Lovell. Gilkes. Clearing Rufus's head, but Nogan couldn't get on the end of that. Let's have a quick word and get some touchline news from Matthew Lorenzo.
Been listening to both benches in the last few minutes, Brian, and Reading obviously happy with the way things are going, although they think they can do better, and they're looking to Andy Bernal to supply some more quality crosses to improve upon their lead. The Charlton bench obviously less happy, but they think they're doing better now. They're pleased with the way their attack is coping with the deficit, less happy with what the defence did to concede the goal, and Alan Curbishley imploring his side to put a few passes together.
Thank you, Matthew. Bernal putting it in. Gilkes trying to keep it going. Jones, who's getting through a lot of work in those midfield areas for Charlton, putting a nice pass into the path of Mark Robson. Bowyer's gone up ahead of him. Put in there. That was an important header there by Wdowczyk. Jones playing it in. Can Whyte get on the end of this? No, and it's Gooding who skillfully gets the ball away. Rufus with a slight miss kick there, helped though by Chandler, and now Stuart. Kane Leaburn with a header. Now Whyte might get on the end of this. Straight to the arms of Hislop. Here's Gooding. Taylor. Gilkes. Taylor chasing on. Rufus trying to hold him up. Michael Gilkes. Rufus again challenging well. It was Newton in the end who got it clear. Gooding trying to keep it going, finding Osborn. Played towards Bernal. That swung beautifully his way. Osborn again. Leaburn, those long legs of his getting it away for Charlton. Played on towards David Whyte. Now 1 against 1 here. Can Whyte do something spectacular? Well, he's beaten Williams. Still with Whyte. Oh, just wouldn't fall for him. But in fact, his shooting boot was taken from under him almost as he was about to line up a shot on goal. Gets a free kick for Charlton in a very promising situation here. Pretty central, just outside the Reading penalty area. White's going to take it. Came off the ball for the corner.
Terrific skill from David Whyte there. He's got the ability to stop on nothing, and he showed excellent balance. When everyone thought he was going to shoot, he checked it again and again. He's looking quite dangerous. If Charlton could get the passes together and put him in, I'm sure he looks on for a goal today.
And at the moment it's Reading in possession. Richard Rufus. There won't be a Premiership scout that hasn't had a look at him this season. A real hot property in the First Division. It's that young centre-back. Whyte with a shot over the top. He's such a cheerful character too, isn't he, David Whyte? Here's the incident we were talking about a moment ago, where you were talking about his skills. He turned Williams, who was a Welsh international, remember, so well. Flicked it wide there of Gilkes. That's where he had his shooting foot taken from under him. Free kick. But in a funny way, David Whyte has sort of followed the Ian Wright route. He was a lad who was born in Greenwich and started his professional career at Crystal Palace, just as Wright did. And like Ian Wright, he's got this ability to score a good handful of goals every season. 10 minutes of the first half left. Reading still leading by a goal to 0. Lee Nogan's 19th of the season. Leaburn touching it down for Robson. Here's Whyte. Into the path of Jones. Now lining up a shot here. That opened up quite promisingly for him.
That's right. There's good build-up play, and it's knocked into his path. He just got under it too much. But Charlton look to be getting into their rhythm a bit more now. They're dominating the proceedings a bit more. The only thing that would worry me is that Reading do look very good on the break. As soon as Hislop gets the ball, he's looking to throw it out and get it to the fullbacks.
Jones. To Leaburn. Williams knocking it forward the outside of the boot there. Dean Chandler getting across, knocking it back to goalkeeper Andrew Petterson. Chandler again, playing it into Jones. When you talk of the massive Charlton injury list, you think of the people who aren't playing. There are two keepers, of course, Mike Salmon and Micah Mann, both injured, so Andrew Petterson's the third choice. Alan McCleary and Phil Chappell and Paul Mortimer, who's got an Achilles problem. He might be out for as long as 6 months for Mortimer. Gary Nelson and John Robinson, Alan Pardew and Steve Brown, the defender, is suspended. So that is a lengthy old list of non-starters. Taylor. Bernal. To Nogan. Taylor might try and get it through to Lovell, but couldn't succeed in doing so. Wdowczyk, handball. I was wondering for a moment, with all these people out, whether your father might be playing, or Alan Curbishley or Steve Gritt might be playing to make up the numbers here. That's a cue for a plug, because they are all playing next Saturday at the Valley. And the Charlton veterans side, who I'm told are unbeaten in 3 years, play the London All-Stars, 3 o'clock next Saturday afternoon. That's a free kick for Charlton. Some forward line in that Vets game next Saturday. Colin Powell will be playing. Derek Hales will be playing. Mike Flanagan and Keith Peacock are the 4 up front. But in the meantime, it's Charlton with this free kick. It looks as though Mark Robson with a left foot might well be the one who fancies a little dab at this. Although Dean Chandler is there as well on his debut. It's Chandler. Wow.
A bit of a wild strike there. I think Dean thought he saw a gap at the near post, which there was one there, but he really sliced it. But Charlton have had a few free kicks in dangerous positions, and they haven't really made the most of them. They'll be looking to do that, I think, a little bit more. And when you're playing away from home, you need to capitalise on those situations.
Andy Bernal. Scott Taylor. Petterson's free kick. Keith McPherson with the clearance for Reading. Sean Newton. Rufus. Newton again. Played in towards Whyte. Whyte beaten though by Williams. And Whyte was pulling back the Reading defender. Free kick. Jamie Stuart in trouble on the far side now. Paul Linger. A bit of pushing and shoving going on there. The referee's given the free kick to Reading, and there are bodies all over the field. I think it's Jamie Stewart, certainly the Charlton player, on the far side there. One of the Reading players is down. It's Andy Bernal. Yes, sorry, Gavin.
Yeah, it's been very competitive in this first half. I mean, people have been throwing in tackles and challenges, and that's why we've got 2 bodies down here now. But I think that it can't continue at this pace because of the heat. It will play a major factor. The players are getting drinks down there now, and when it opens out in the second half, I think we could see a lot more room, and players will be able to express themselves a little bit more than they have been in the early stages.
Well, taking your point, there's touchline refreshment, as you can see, but Mark Robson there. I'm just getting a score through. What was it again? Wolves 1, Swindon 1. Swindon, I'm told, playing with 10 men. Jones with the free kick. Oh, Rufus coming in. Well, he timed his run beautifully. Oh, the flag was up on the far side. He timed his run not so beautifully. Free kick there to Reading. 26-year-old goalkeeper. Beaten in the air that time, but Rufus did well behind him, knocked on by Jones. Bernal for Reading. Osborn taking this free kick fairly quickly. Wow, he hit Jones right in the face with it. Nogan playing it in for the number 10 Stuart Lovell, and now a free kick for Reading on the edge of the box. Wdowczyk marching purposely forwards. 2-4-5 in the Charlton wall. Simon Osborn or Stuart Lovell behind this one. Or is it Stuart Lovell who's going to have the final strike? The wall is back. It's Wdowczyk. Throw it straight into the wall though. And Osborn, who planted in amongst the sunbathing Reading fans, behind Andrew Petterson's goal. Just a little under 2 minutes of the first half left. And you'll notice that I haven't so far today had my usual whinge about these appalling, unreadable Reading numbers. But I've had it now. I feel better for that. Bowyer. A handball there by Leaburn. I suppose you know most of these Charlton lads pretty well, do you?
Yes, I've seen them over the last few years. I've been down there training in the summer a couple of times. And
knocked back nicely with a header that time by Jamie Stuart. Sorry, Gavin.
yeah, good set of lads, and they've got a lot of good youngsters coming through, as we can see by this team. Very important for a club like Charlton to bring the youngsters through, because it obviously saves them a lot of money. I mean, the back four there has been the reserve back four over the last 18 months.
They're growing up very quickly, none more so than young Dean Chandler there, with his header in above Stuart Lovell. This is Bernal. He's not a bad first half at all. Gilkes. It's a good play there by Robson, always so neat and does so well in finding Leaburn. Leaburn tries to get Whyte in there. It comes for Jones. It's now with Sean Newton. A free kick for Charlton. Foul by Mick Gooding. Playing time added on at the end of the first half. Good first half for Reading with that goal by Nogan. Stubborn resistance by Charlton. Can they now get an equaliser right on the stroke of half-time? They're all going up, they're all getting in there, and Leaburn was falling backwards and almost got in, and so too did David Whyte. Well, that was nearly a chance both for Leaburn and for Whyte.
Would have been a terrific time for them to score, and I think Rufus came in. He's got knocked down to Leaburn and couldn't quite reach it. Whyte does well, shows good strength, and nearly nicks it into the corner. As I say, Charlton have come back into the game now, and they keep it 1-0 before half-time. They come out the second half, and they're still very much in the game.
Gilkes chasing back. Hislop's available to him. Up goes Stuart. Whistle. Reading on course for what they want, 3 points. And a goal by Nogan early in the game is what separates these two sides. Half-time then, Reading 1, Charlton 0. That's the situation at Elm Park. A fortnight ago he was the referee in the auto windscreens final at Wembley with 78,000 there. Birmingham City beating Carlisle. Here he is doing a good job in Elm Park today. The crowd I guess around about the 13,000. It was all tickets. And when they had 13,000 here for the match against Bolton recently, let's just see what happens here first. Gooding is fouled. It's a free kick. When they had 13,000 here for Bolton a week or so ago, £76,006 were record receipts. So it must be something in that region again today. Hislop with the free kick. Rufus with the header. Taylor. And here, good little run here. Lovell's shot was blocked. Jones gets it clear up to number 7, Art Robson. Here's David Whyte. Well, the break is on the far side with Lee Bowyer. Cross coming in. Leaburn! Oh, an excellent save by Hislop. A really first-class save, but a very good strike through by Carl Leaburn. Foot either side of the goalkeeper, and there would have been no stopping that. But a good run in here, the cross in there by young Lee Bowyer. A first-time strike by Leaburn, and an excellent piece of goalkeeping by Hislop. Here come Reading again, though. Taylor. Bernal going outside him. Taylor again. Osborn's in there too. Gooding. Osborn, a little turn. Let's see what's available. Bernal's always available on that far side there. And the ball came off Rufus. It'll be a corner then to Reading. But a super strike by Carl Leaburn. Let's just look at this first though, Gavin. And it came off Rufus in the end for the corner.
Yeah, Rufus did well to clear there, but a good start to the second half from Charlton as they got forward there. Bowyer was a terrific cross. Whyte started the move well, and Carl Leaburn did all he could but put the ball in the net.
Chandler getting that one clear, but not that far. Williams with the cross. I think that was Leaburn right back there using his height well. And Charlton aren't out of the wood yet. Now they might be. Up goes Robson, didn't make a connection. Osborn getting in there, touch for Bernal on the turn, and a goal kick. We're in a bit of trouble here for a moment, Charlton. And Bernal on the turn, hooking it well wide. Up goes Williams, up goes Leaburn, neither make a contact. Gilkes to Gooding. Gilkes again, number 7. Towards Taylor, over the head of Stuart that time, but he readjusted quickly enough. Whyte having a real physical battle there with McPherson. In the end, it's McPherson who plays it short to Nogan. And now Bernal. This is Taylor. Bernal again. In steps Rufus. Nogan playing it on. Taylor's getting in there. The flag has gone up on the far side for offside. Jones to Jamie Stuart. Stuart again, still only 18. But again, Reading gets possession. Dean Chandler. Paul Linger. Now to Lee Driscoll, and finally to Richard Rufus. Back it goes to the goalkeeper Petterson. Lady Williams underneath this one. Jones. Petterson to deal with from Chandler, so he hands it back to him. Not an easy one for him either. Wdowczyk, no nonsense there, but deemed to be a foul. The latest scored in Chandler 1, Middlesbrough 1. Fjortoft has equalised for Middlesbrough. Bowyer does well and plays a nice ball for Stuart. Into Robson. Well, the chance might be on. And Bowyer was very quick to seize on an opportunity there, and Reading were very nearly caught out. The keeper right out there, and the keeper in fact has thrown the ball away, and Hislop gets a yellow card quite properly. That'll be a corner. Well, Shaka Hislop, touch of eccentricity there, flying out to the touchline. Now, Linger with the cross towards Leaburn. Certainly, Bowyer saw the possibilities there. Now look at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was rushing out of his goal. Rufus with a header. And he goes out of picture, but in fact he threw the ball away up into the crowd, so the throw couldn't be taken quickly. And got a yellow card for his pains. Leaburn. Coming forward, but Charlton get possession again with Sean Newton and now David Whyte. A foul on Whyte and a free kick again for Charlton. Good position this, and as Gavin Peacock was saying earlier, when you're playing away from home in this sort of situation, when you get a position like this, you really need to try and make something of it. Well, Mark Robson's behind this one. Touch there, Robson, and Hislop had to be quick and was down quickly as well. And could so easily have just sneaked in. Nicely worked free kick.
Yes, Mark struck the ball well. As you say, it was well worked, but Hislop had it covered quite easily.
Rufus backpedaling there with a header. Jones helping out. Stuart. Oh! Mistake there by Wdowczyk, and suddenly Whyte is here with a chance for Charlton. Another good piece of goalkeeping there by Hislop. That was a serious mistake by Wdowczyk. So certainly in this opening moments of the second half, Charlton have created two very good chances. Well, mind you, that was handed to them by the defender, but before that, Leaburn shot beautifully saved by Hislop. So the keeper's been forced to make two excellent saves now in the second half.
Charlton have definitely upped it a gear.
Chandler getting it back. Oh, that was a difficult one for Petterson to deal with as well. But Rufus, who's had a terrific game at the back for Charlton, got it clear.
Charlton would have been hoping that David Whyte would have put that away. He pushed it across the defender confidently, and the goalkeeper made a good save. But they've upped it a gear, and they're looking very confident, very fluid. Mark Robson's floating behind the front two now, and it seems to be causing a few problems.
Gooding for Gilkes. Now for Williams. And in the end, a goal kick. These terrific days in Reading at the moment. supporting this club. It is now poised to have a real strike towards the Premiership. I was told of a couple of long-life Reading supporters who come here today from New Jersey, just outside New York, to be here for this big day. Gooding playing it in. Bernal has gone up and stayed up, but it's a throw for Charlton. Now, in by Taylor. Gooding trying to get there first, but Bowyer beat him to it. Sean Newton. Gilkes. Rufus. He's hardly put a foot wrong, has he?
Richard Rufus has been excellent at the back. I think he's been Charlton's Player of the Year this year in his first full season. He's a terrific competitor. He's looked very confident on the ball as well, and he seems to be growing in stature as the game's getting older. He's one for the future, is Richard Rufus, and he's not doing a bad job at the present.
Still, I think, only 19 years old. Is that right?
That's right, yes. I trained with Richard a couple of summers ago, and he's a terrific athlete. He wants to win. He wants to win everything, and you can see that in his play.
Well, here he is with this free kick. Up goes Leaburn for this one. Tried to just touch it on for Robson coming in, but Gilkes hammering it away for Reading up towards Lovell. But Rufus again there. Stuart hitting it forward. Robson couldn't quite get in there, but Wdowczyk got there first that time. Here's Rufus again. Bowyer to Newton. Down the line for Leaburn to chase. Williams with him. That's going to be a corner for Charlton. Robson with that corner. Leaburn's header. Jones knocking it back. Was a claim to handball there. Robson again getting it to the byline, but knocked away again. Charlton's throw. Taken by Hislop from Dean Chandler, but the throw is not accurate enough. Bowyer. Well, I wasn't sure whether that was a shot or a pass. It was nearly an excellent pass for Robson.
Nearly put Robson in there. I think Mark Robson's been told to float from wing to wing, to go wherever he can to get the ball, to cause Reading problems. In the first half he was playing mainly on the right where he is now, but he's been floating all over, and I think they feel if they can get it to Mark's feet, as he showed there, he can go by the defenders and get crosses in, and that's what Leaburn and Whyte will feed off.
Robson again, neat as ever, the little touch. Leaburn couldn't quite turn it on for Whyte, but it comes for Whyte in the end. And now Linger, Paul Linger trying to battle his way past Wdowczyk and concedes the free kick. So still Reading leading 1-0. Who plays who in the semi-finals of the playoffs can only be decided after today's results, but certainly Reading know that if they win today, they will at least have their first leg of the semi-final away from home. next Sunday. With the second leg, I think, is the following Wednesday. That first leg you'll be able to see live on ITV next week. Forward by Rufus. And Stuart getting it back. That's in addition, of course, to the big night on Wednesday night on ITV. Arsenal against Real Zaragoza in the final of the Cup Winners' Cup from Paris. The whole of that game live. Let's talk to Gavin Peacock about that in a moment. Of course, Chelsea having been beaten by Zaragoza in the semi-final of that competition. Let's just see what happens here first. As Reading come forward again. Scott Taylor played into Lee Nogan. Not wide now for Andy Bernal. Played on again for Scott Taylor. Some good movement again here for Reading. And Nogan hitting it wide. Goal kick. Let's have a look at the slow motion then. Once again, Bernal is getting the freedom of that right flank. Plays the ball in. Scott Taylor does well, gets a nice little ricochet actually there, and well, that wasn't the finish of a man who's done so well so far this season, Lee Nogan. So how impressed were you by Real Zaragoza first?
Zaragoza are an excellent home side. When we played over there, they really tore us to pieces, and they hadn't lost at home for 18 months. But away from home, it's a different story. And
oh, here's another story here. Linger. How dare he stop you in full flow, Gavin?
Unlucky there.
Yes, the ricochet fell nicely for them, didn't it? And,
that's right.
And Paul Linger
kept it on target. Yep. Struck it well with his left foot. He's not his favourite foot.
Up goes Nogan. But overall, what do you feel? I mean, you feel Arsenal...
I feel Arsenal will do it. They've got the experience of winning it before, and Zaragoza don't travel too well. We beat them at the bridge, so I feel Arsenal have got the experience that they need, and I think that they'll do it on the night.
Terrific. Well, let's hope so, Gavin. Remember, that's live Wednesday night with ITV. Arsenal against Real Zaragoza. Here it's Reading leading by 1-0. The ball is played out for Simon Osborn. Touched in by him. Bernal gets in there. Taylor tries to get in there. Chandler did well, actually, and an emergency bit of action there for him. Just as Newton did there, but this is Petterson's ball, gathered quite easily. Williams dominating that area for Reading. Flagger stayed down. Stuart Lovell. Sean Newton getting that away. Stuart Lovell again with a header. Once again, Newton gets it away. Taylor to Andy Bernal. That's a good cross coming in. And against the crossbar. And eventually they get it away. Lee Nogan almost on target again. McPherson playing it in. Taylor running for it. Getting some support behind him from Simon Osborn. Here's Osborn. Balls for Robson. And now for Whyte, but given away to Gilkes. Played wide again for Nogan. Gooding. A little chip by him. Lovell shot. Well saved. Well, Charlton really being forced to defend desperately now the last few minutes, but the long clearance there from Petterson.
Nogan and Lovell there.
This is the one against the crossbar coming up, Gavin.
Yeah, again, Bernal getting forward well, puts the ball in. A terrific header there from that angle from Nogan, and he was very unlucky that didn't go in. But Charlton have had a lot of pressure early on, and suddenly Reading are back in it again. Always a sign of the side that's playing well, full of confidence.
Chance here for Reading, driven in, and somehow Charlton got it away again. Wow. Again, Andy Bernal has done so much damage down this right flank. And I thought there must have been a Charlton boot in there somewhere, but it was two Reading players going for it, making complete hash of it well inside the 6-yard area.
They got in each other's way, I think, there. Lovell was coming in, and I think he was slightly put off. Yeah, he was slightly put off by Nogan, I think, or Goodin.
Well, the latest score, Bolton 0, Burnley 1. What about that one? And Nogan is off charging again. Petterson's there. Well, if those scores stayed the same, mathematicians all around me are saying that Reading would be playing at Bolton if the score here and the score there stays the same. But Reading will be playing at Bolton next Sunday, which means that Wolves and Tranmere would be the other pair. But as we well know, in the upheavals in this game, that can all change between now and the final whistle. Bennett coming on for Charlton. Is that what you're saying, Gavin?
Mick has been warming up for a long time now, so I think he could be coming on, playing a part in the game. He can play right back or possibly pushed on the right-hand side.
Leaburn doing well here, finding David Whyte. Jamie Stuart, well, holding back Mick Gooding. That's a free kick. Hislop will take it. Halfway through the second half now. Dean Chandler. Mick Gooding just pokes it out there for Michael Gilkes. Rufus. Gooding. Jones trying to get Robson away. I think it's Paul Linger who'll be coming off, and Mickey Bennett who'll come on.
I think they'll be looking for a little bit of thrust from Mickey Bennett, pushing through from midfield, and they've got to do something to try and get this goal back now. Mickey's a very powerful lad, and they'll be hoping that he can break through their defence, the Reading defence, and maybe nick a goal for them to get that goal back.
They're off with Leaburn chasing here, Robson picking it up, Whyte waiting in the middle. Knocked in by Bowyer. This is a keeper's ball. Leaburn was advancing towards him. Leaburn, who stands something like 6'3". He's towered over by Shaka Hislop's 6'6". Rufus with a header. Nogan playing it in. Rufus. Just a bit of play there by Bowyer. To Whyte. To Newton. Nicely played on by Bowyer to Whyte again, looking up to see who's in there. And it's far too close to the keeper.
You can see the tired legs starting to appear now, Brian, as the game's opening out and as the players are suffering perhaps from dehydration.
Wow, he's got him behind them, Lovell. Momentary lapse there by Dean Chandler, I think it was, and Stuart Lovell very, very nearly into a good goal-scoring position. Nogan, Bernal, Chandler gets it away. Nogan playing it on for Lovell, Bernal. Nobody on that side in a blue and white hoop shirt. And Sean Newton. This was the opportunity that suddenly presented itself to Stuart Lovell. But some good emergency work there by Andrew Petterson. Reading still lead by a goal to nil. Well, Andrew Bernal going off, which maybe he's got an injury, I don't know, but I thought he's done really well down this right flank, wouldn't you?
He's been attacking well. Perhaps they're looking to, because he is an attacking fullback, maybe they're looking for a little bit more solidity back there, because they are 1-0 up. They don't really need to chase the game.
So Tom Jones on. Now Jones for Charlton. Robson to Whyte. Newton. Newton again gets the cross in, and it's a terrific save again by Hislop from Bowyer. That was an excellent header, but an even better save. Newton's cross, and Bowyer really powered this header in there. And what a lovely bit of goalkeeping. He's had to make 3 really excellent saves in this second half. Robson again. There's the cross towards Leaburn, just a little too far for him. Bowyer wins the free kick. Robson with that kick. Mickey Bennett's up in there. Carl Leaburn up in there. It's Leaburn who got the header. And Chandler, would you believe it, on his debut, celebrating his 19th birthday yesterday, has nodded the equaliser for Charlton. Well, Dean Chandler, the lad from Ilford.
Terrific header, Brian. He's headed back across from Carl Leaburn. He rises great, and Dean Chandler has put that away tremendously well. Right into the top corner there.
Good header. Oh, but suddenly Nogan's through. There's an opportunity here. Terrific bit of goalkeeping here. Osborn tries a little floater, and it's over the top. And it's a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Well, he does well, the keeper there. Even though he lands outside the box, the contact was inside. But what a terrific moment for Dean Chandler. His season, of course, blackened when he was involved in that FA drug swoop a few weeks ago, but he's served his time, as it were, and he knows the punishment, and he's put that behind him. And, well, this is the other side of the story we're all delighted to say for him. Can you imagine that on his debut as well? with all these youngsters around him, they've actually pulled Reading back to 1-1. Now Robson. I suppose, Gavin, also that the upside of having so many young players in their side is that their legs might be younger and a bit stronger in these last minutes of a really trying game in trying conditions.
That's right, they'll be nice and fresh and enthusiastic.
Stuart battling away and beating Scott Taylor to that ball.
And that's one thing that if you haven't got the experience, you've got the enthusiasm there, and as you say, the young legs of Charlton's team have kept them going, kept them pushing forward, and got what I'd say is a deserved equaliser. All right, Reading have had their chances, but it's been a really exciting second half.
And when you think actually that Hislop has had to make 3 absolutely outstanding saves in this second half to keep it level and to keep Reading in front before he was finally beaten by young Dean Chandler. Stuart. Here's Richard Rufus. Charlton throw. Keith Jones with it, getting back to hurl a long one into that Reading penalty area towards Carl Leaburn. Gooding drifting it away, hitting it forward now, but Rufus there again. Well, that wasn't quite what he intended, but he's there to complete the clearance with a good header. Here he is again, Richard Rufus, playing it short to Mickey Bennett, the substitute. Bennett long range shot, curling a bit, but wide of the goal. Southend 3, Barnsley 1. Well, Barnsley had some lingering hopes of getting into the playoffs, but that's been defeated. I think they had to win by something like 5 at Southend, so that's all behind them now. But certainly Danny Wilson's done a terrific job this season up there at Barnsley. Here come Reading again. Simon Osborn. Mickey Bennett. Whyte. Stuart just keeping in play. But Wdowczyk making the interception there. Finds Lee Nogan. Ahead of him is Scott Taylor and Stuart Lovell. Gooding now. Robson. Actually, Charlton look the livelier side now by quite a distance. Robson trying to get on the outside of Newton, does so. Straight to Hislop.
Charlton aren't going to sit back on this. They're going for the win, and they keep pushing forward. Mark Robson there, little step over and across. If it was pulled a little bit more away from the goalkeeper, it could have been a chance at goal. But it's nice to see Charlton not trying to settle for the draw.
And they do look the brighter side at the moment.
Definitely. I mean, they've started, as I say, they upped it a good 10%, 20% after half time, and really dominated early on. And deserved equaliser. And if anyone's going to win it, I can see Charlton doing it.
Leaburn going for this one, just gets a touch. Jones playing it back to Wdowczyk. Taylor hitting it forward towards Nogan. Lovell picks this one up. Gooding's in there too. Nogan on the far side, in steps Newton. Here's Michael Gilkes now for Reading. Driven now to Jones. Hit long towards Nogan. A tumble there. The referee said no, that was 6 of one, half dozen the other. Nogan was looking hopefully for him pointing towards the spot, but that was never going to happen. Charlton bench with their joint managers, Alan Kirbishley standing up there, and Steve Britt. Joint managers, of course, here at Reading. Mick Gooding was on the field, and Jimmy Quinn. And don't forget the work of Phil Holder, who's a former Brentford boss, who's a coach here as well. All doing good work on the foundation set, of course, by Mark McGee. Here's Robson. Jamie Stuart. Bowyer battling with Taylor. Taylor with the cross, Petterson with the catch. Mickey Bennett wanted the ball thrown quickly. Petterson had one look, felt that he couldn't make it. Dangerous cross coming in there, the keeper at full stretch. Lovell into Gooding. Gooding now for Taylor. Played now for Jones. Leaburn. And Williams stuck out the leg and got it away. Gilkes. Williams, who's looked very solid at the back again, the Welsh international. Played actually for Wales in that terrific draw in Germany, the 1-1 a couple of weeks ago. Did A.D. Williams. Came on as a substitute in the second half when Palace's Chris Coleman was injured. Did a really good job against Mr. Klinsmann and company. Gilkes with that header. Taylor. Gooding. Taylor running on, and Stuart having no nonsense there. Ball must have gone out of the ground somewhere. There's another substitute ball on. Yeah, that's just over 6 minutes left. 1-1. Jones with a cross. Rufus again has had a really outstanding game. And a free kick now for Reading. Tipped on by Osborn. Chandler gets it away and has scored the equalising goal. Nicely played there by Jones. And Newton want to take it up. Supported here by Bowyer. They've lost out badly to McPherson. The chase is on, but the keeper spotted the danger there quickly, and it's a goal kick.
Reading seem to be giving it a last little flourish at Charlton. Obviously the home side, they've got to come at Charlton at some stage in this second half, and as I say, Charlton have dominated, but Reading just starting to come back into it, and they're putting on a little bit of pressure. If Charlton can hold out, they're going to get the draw.
I mean, already, whatever Charlton do today, it's been an outstanding performance by them, considering, as I say, there are about 7 or 8 of their first team regulars who are out injured and 1 suspended. And the average age of the side is about 22 years. And 5 of them have played, before they came to this game, had played 10 or fewer games in the first team. It says a terrific amount for what's going on behind the scenes at Charlton, that's for sure. Keith Jones. And this, remember, is against one of the most successful sides in the Ensley First Division this season. Gooding. But there's still some defending for this young Charlton side to do. Nogan trying to play it in for Osborn. Could be possibilities here for Reading, but knocked away that time by David Whyte, right back in defence. Nogan again, plays it for Gilkes. Gooding on the far side, flick with the outside of the boot there. And a goal kick. No, a corner kick. Nogan clearly thought it should have been a penalty. Leaburn's gone back to give a bit of height to the defending that Charlton will have to do here. About 4 minutes of the game left. Adi Williams is up on the edge of the box making signs that he wants it aimed in his direction, but it's beaten them all and has gone behind for the goal kick. OK, let's just talk about man of the match. Who are the candidates in the first place, Gavin, that you were thinking about?
Well, I think Williams at the back for Reading has done very well. He's been very solid. He's won most of the stuff in the air, and it's made it very difficult for Carl Leaburn.
The keeper's done well as well, Hislop, hasn't he?
Hislop again made 3-4 outstanding saves. Gooding's played his part in midfield, and they've looked sharp up front. For Charlton, as we said, Rufus, he's been very solid, and I think Lee Bowyer's come into the game quite well in the second half as well.
Let's just see, it's a substitution here, then we'll actually name the man of the match when we've seen this. So David Whyte's going off. And who's coming on now for Charlton? Oh, Kim Grant, of course. Well, he's had a bit of experience, Kim Grant. He's a good striker. So, your name of the man of the match is?
Richard Rufus.
Richard Rufus. Well, there may be a few Reading fans who would be disappointed, but I think most neutral people looking will say, you know, he's marshalled a young defence really well and has not put a foot wrong so far, but now he's got to defend again. Stuart Lovell, that was Dean Chandler holding him up. And it's another corner. Another substitution being made. Jimmy Quinn's coming on for Reading, and Stuart Lovell's coming off. About 2 minutes of the game left. 1-1. We are poised here. Well, Jimmy Quinn has scored a few useful goals in his time. Can he come on and do the trick again now? Here comes the corner. A deep one there. Oh, it's a very good goal, and it's Adi Williams. Some of the nutters are on the field, unfortunately, but they'll soon be chased off. Well, it was a soaring defender's header. And the stewards are quickly getting the madcaps off the field. And the police are coming as well.
Aren't they just stupid? But this was not stupid. This was an absolutely brilliant piece of heading. Got up so well, and beyond the dive of Petterson. Well, Tim Grant. Grant again, a possibility here for Charlton, no.
Knocked it clear. Chandler with a header.
That's a killer blow for Charlton there, right in the last couple of minutes, and they won't recover from that, I don't think.
And I guess if we had delayed your man of the match by a minute or so, it might have gone instead to Adi Williams.
Well, it was very close. He's played an exceptionally good game, capped it off with a tremendous, what looks like to be a winning goal.
Well, we're into time added on as Simon Osborn gets himself to his feet again. It'll be Tom Jones with the free kick, driven towards Jimmy Quinn. Charlton throw. It's Bowyer. It's Charlton coming forward again. Newton couldn't guide it through to Leaburn. Here's Chandler. Well, if Mark is in our studio listening, he's still got a few friends down here, Mark. Actually, fans do forget the tremendous amount of work that's been put on before he made his career move to Leicester. And that's football fans for you. That's the final whistle too. The fans are on the field, and Reading have finished it off in the best possible style, registering their 4th successive win, taking them handsomely to the top of the playoffs. We'll have to wait and see what the other results are, but it was 80 Williams with a goal right at the end.